So how'd you feel about your fight?
I feel good, man. I feel like, I mean, I'm not satisfied. I think I could have knocked him out, or I wanted to finish it. Like,
Yeah.
it was so funny when I looked at you. I was fighting, and then you said, "Take him down, Jonathan. Take him down." And then I looked at you because I wasn't doing it. And then you looked at you and you started laughing.
I was pissed. I was so angry. That was the most fun I've ever had coaching, by far. Not an ounce of worry. And then it was just funny because I could tell you heard me and you weren't doing it. And you were laughing at me. Well, because you were laughing at me because I was just like, and then who was it? Somebody was like, all right, Sprawls, let's go. Somebody's like, you just left him in there. He's like, you just left him in there alone. I was like, well, you're the only one listening anyway.
From the interview,
yeah. No, other people said that. They're like, yeah. They were like, oh, yeah, you just left him in there. We weren't sure if you were even going to go in there. And yeah, no stool. Like, I'm like, whatever. We're here to fight. We're not here to hang out. But, no, it was good, you know. But you fought it like you were thinking about the next 26 rounds. You know what I mean? You fought like that. You fought like, I got no reason to try and knock him out. You know what I mean? So you got that much better at one thing. But yeah, I really wanted you to take him down. Like just principle alone. Yeah. I'm interested to hear what the commentators are talking about.
Oh, me too, man.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. I want to see it. Because last time, yeah, I want to see. Yeah. I want to see what they were saying.
Oh, how did you feel? Why didn't you take him down? Because you knew you didn't have to?
I just felt comfortable on top. Like I didn't want to change anything. Like everything was working out fine.
If you do that for the next, you got to think, if you do that for the next 26 rounds, who cares? Yeah. That's all you got to get great at. You see, Pereira, all these guys, that's what they're great at. Now, they're great at takedown defense, and they're good on the ground, but they're good at just looking right at you and targeting the chin. That makes sense? All right, balance. Every time you fall, 2 sprawls. So, I thought it was great. You know, we got to work on, you know, obviously your kicks. Just work on it. Just kick more, kick a lot more. Like that's what you should focus on before your next camp. I say we ask for another striker. You know what I'm saying? So. Well, it was all in all, I think, a good night. Yeah. Just not a lot happened, which is what you want when you're the better fighter. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I only saw him hit you one time where it kind of like knocked you a little off balance. But he might have hit your head, but you roll with a lot of them, you know? But yours just connected. You could hear him. You know, you could hear him, right? Yeah.
With the jab, I hit him with so many jabs, like hard jabs to the face.
And you could see it because you were coachable. I would say something, you do it right away. Put his hand in his face, whatever. And then you didn't do most of the stuff I said though. That's a funny thing. Because you didn't have to. You know, I was giving you ideas. And then, you know, he's a striker. He's not a grappler. You know, that's what I said. If you're the better grappler, then force them to grapple you.
You started shooting on me.
But twice. Yeah. And one of the times you like lifted up and you were just like shoved them off. And you started what? That's, you know what I mean? Like every stuff takedown is like, it's well, not even mental. It looks huge for the judges. Knee on belly, let's go. You know, it looks so huge for the judges because it's all about ringmanship and total domination. So, you know, that guy is basically, if he's taking you down, it's because he's giving up on his striking. I mean, there's no reason. I mean, in a real fight, the ground is not a better place than a real fight in the street. So when you're talking about a martial artist, you're talking about self-defender, you don't want to be on the ground. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're at a club, whatever. Yeah, I mean, until you've seen like a video of a guy getting a heel from a girlfriend through his eyeball. You know what I mean? Because he's on his back, you know what I mean? And she comes up and stomps on his face. You know what I mean? Because you don't think about that. Their drunk girlfriend who's defending her man. You know what I mean? You know, yeah. So it's like, you know, that's why even in MMA, it's like, yeah, you can do it. But why not make them do it? And then if you want to get to the ground, like, do it with a sprawl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to, you could have won the underhook game. You know? You could have made, but, you know, more collar ties next time. More tying up that collar. You know, but you just did what you had to do to win. Which, like I said, let's say we get another striker and do the exact same thing. You know, just keep getting better at the stand-up and never even show any grappling. Like, ask for another striker again, ask for another striker again, because everybody thinks you're a striker. So let's say you get somebody who's maybe kicks a little harder or, is just throwing bombs. Just tie them up. The harder they're throwing a bomb, the easier it is going to get their back. All right, last round, Spalls. Go, 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 go. Yeah. So we're doing arm bars and triangles all week. The next 2 weeks. So this group's going to be interesting. It's going to be tough.
Well, I saw a video of Joe Chillen, your friend, and he knocked this dude out in a bar.
That's Joe. Joe.
Just bumped into him.
He did it on purpose.
Turned him
His friend was even recording because he's coming out of the bathroom. He's like, Joe is probably like, record this. Yeah. Joe, that's my boy. So Joe was 16 at a martial arts school and I was 21 in college. We met, we trained, and then he moved to LA. We lived together, and we just fought. Me and Joe fought everywhere. On construction sites, in elevators, like, oh my God. Driving, I would tell you the time me and Joe got in a fight in a work truck, like, and then we saw there's this game show or whatever on TV, or no, Russia, where they fight in a truck. I'm like, I texted him one time. I was like, that shit ain't moving. Like, do that at 65 miles an hour, you a bad motherfucker. Yeah, he straight up front kicked me right in my jaw while I was driving a truck, probably 50 miles an hour. I was like, boom. And then I told you, grab my head. So I'm driving, my head's bouncing up against the window. I'm like, you motherfucker. We gotta, not a fair fight. All right, let's put the balls on the blue. Go.